right, let's share this live. Okay, hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so we have I always say a quick reading, but we have a reading that I wanted to do with you guys about this next chapter. Um, we are going to burn. We're going to burn Sri Ganesh incense because Lord Ganesh is always the opener of any ritual. He is the opener of your rituals. He is the beginning. All right. Everybody has a gatekeeper in every pantheon. You have Elegba, you have Papa Legba. Those are the only ones that I know. Because those are the pantheons. Look, those are the pantheons that I know. But every pantheon has a gatekeeper. And Lord Ganesh is that one that you speak to, you turn to, and you ask him to open the ways, open the doors, open the to allow you in. Alright, so I just want to go ahead and burn the Palo Santos. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn this light on. Give us a little bit more light. Give us a little bit more light. Make it right. Ain't that right, Ace? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shake the sweetener jar. Okay, I'm going to shake up the sweetener jar. Alright. So we have our incense burning. Okay. Let me go ahead and share this. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I have to send something to my telephone. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. So we are back. Okay. All right. So we are back. We are back. We are back. All right. So if this message has found you, it is not a coincidence. If you think it is a coincidence, then I don't know. The message may not be for you, but all right. That's because you're not having faith in spirit guiding you into your next chapter. But that's all well and done. I'm not going to dwell on that. All right, because we're not going to dwell on any types of fears or anything. The objective of this reading today is to have faith over fear. All right, Rich Rising Empress, Rich Rising. I totally believe that spirit does not miss. All right, so yeah, I wanted to do a reading about the next chapter, okay? Because I've been receiving that a spiritual debt, a big spiritual debt, okay, has been paid off. Now we talk about the 5 great debts. I'm not gonna go into like details with those right now, but we do have a debt to our ancestors. We have a debt to our gods, a debt to humanity, a debt to nature, and a debt to the teachers and gurus or whatnot, right? And so one of those debts, or maybe more, okay, depending on where you are in your life, those debts have been paid off. It's like something that you owe from a past life. You're no longer experiencing the struggle that it has taken so many years to get over. There is something that you have done, okay? So I want to tap into that energy, and then I also want to tap into the energy spirit was giving me about what you're getting ready to receive, okay? What you're getting ready to receive and kind of like what you need to do. So this morning I set out some cards that I felt called to work with, which is so crazy because they're not my normal set of decks or whatnot. Some of these decks are a little bit older. Like I haven't used this deck in so long, and I haven't used this one. But these two particular decks are what I seen in my dream, and so I really want to use these two and see what the energy is. And then I also see the Bible Gita deck as well, and then I seen this one, the money, love and money. Okay, so there's something that is happening, and I really want to give you guys guidance. I felt called to do it because I asked the question yesterday, like on my community tab. I asked like, what is it that you guys need? Like, I felt as if somebody was needing something, but of course everybody is, you know, y'all be shy sometimes, and sometimes you miss my posts. But if you're missing my posts or you're not on my channel consistently, y'all go ahead and subscribe, turn your notification bells on, because I'm not a scheduled type of person. Okay. I move with spirit. I'm in spirit time. Real time does not exist to me. It's all an illusion, along with colors of the world. Everything is black and white. Okay. So, anything else is in between there, right? And it's all beautiful. They're all beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a person that believes that the only thing that is not an illusion, Maya, is food. Because we need that to actually survive the illusion, okay? So that's the only thing that I feel, you know, in the divine. But everything else is what, okay? I'm absolutely not starting with this deck. I do know that. I'm not starting with that deck. So, dear divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, physically, to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Everything that is above is below. Everything that is misunderstood is kind of sorted out. Please block out any interruptions, any interferences, anyone trying to harvest off our energy, trying to see what it is that we are receiving. Please block them out of the communication. Let any misunderstanding, anyone or anything that's designed to misunderstand us, let them continue to misunderstand us and remove them out of our energy. Anything that is meant for us to understand, please help and allow us to receive clarity that is in line with our dharmic path, and help us to continue to clear out our karma. Okay? And thank you so much, Divine, Jama Kali, Jama Durga, Bow to Sri Sai. May peace be with us. Thank you so much, Mother Mira. Okay? So I am actually going to start with these particular cards. Okay? The dream, and they're called dream reading cards. All right, thank you so much. So again, happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. I hope that y'all weekend was really good. Okay. So I am going to start with the next chapter, unlocking. So the clearance. I kind of want to know, what was the debt that was magic. There was an abuse of magic. Also like something with food, and then games being played. Okay. So I want to know like what debt was paid. All right. So I'm gonna be very clear and very frank. Right. There was some type of kitchen magic, or either like some type of conjuring that from a past life, like someone abused their magical gifts or their magical powers, or either spirituality, right? They may have played games with people, mind games with people, or something like that. This debt has cleared up. Okay. So this is something that, you know, maybe something has been blocked in your you know what I just heard? Like someone just now learned how to cook. Okay, like for real, how to cook or something like that. And that's perfectly okay. It's so crazy because I never knew how to cook when I was younger. I could barely make a hamburger like past medium or medium well. Like it was always pink in the middle. And when I got married, my husband used to cut the hamburger in half and like fry the hamburger some more so that it be well done. Okay. You know, we like our food well done. And this is like some type of debt. Like you've been doing some type of charity work. Maybe you have been setting offerings outside and repaying like the animals, not only the animals because the magic has shifted, but you're repaying like humanity. Okay, you've been feeding like people in your neighborhood or either like other kids and your family members as well too. So that's a big one too. You don't even realize that you're paying off an ancestor debt by helping maybe one of your sisters. Okay, I'm seeing like two people that kind of look alike here, but they're not the same person. Okay, so you've been helping like your sister or either like a niece. I just heard niece. I don't know why. Okay, but you've been helping a sister or a niece like take care of something, and you didn't realize like this is actually a debt that you paid off. Okay. I'm also getting too that something to do with sports, all right, with this game that's coming out. Something to do with sports. Maybe you've helped somebody cover like the cost of uniforms, or you're going to be helping someone cover the cost of uniforms, and this is actually going to, maybe you are I'm seeing a stadium. I'm seeing a stadium. So maybe someone has like a nonprofit or a charity organization that is going to be at a stadium. All right. It's kind of giving me like it's not like the NFL or the NBA or anything like that. It's not giving me that. It's not as big as that. So don't you know, you might think, okay, well, I got to go big and go home. This is something very small. There's children outside maybe that is asking for like some money to cover some uniforms for maybe like football or like a championship or something, and they're going to a stadium. Okay, this is like you maybe seeing someone on a corner, all right, with the games and whatnot. These people are actually confused. They're having a dilemma on how they're able to cover their the cost of something. Okay, the cost of something. It could be the cost of travel. All right, it could be the cost of travel. Like they're like, damn, however we're gonna make this work, because they have the funds to travel, but they don't have the food costs. So it's like, okay, well, we have to worry about how these young athletes, or maybe your niece is on a sports team and she's gonna be asking you, and y'all, you know, gender roles or whatnot, niece, nephew, however it is, they could be asking you to, hey, can you donate or can you buy something for me or whatnot. This is the opportunity for you to clear a debt. Okay, some type of debt. It seems like it's small, but it's actually quite big, because this is not and this could be like a sister that you grew up with. This doesn't have to be blood related. So if you see something happening like on Facebook as well too, because this could be at a distance with games, all right. And then third house, this is Gemini. So this is short distance travel. So this could be someone that is um not so far away from you, but like maybe you guys aren't close in relation, right? Or wait. Let me change that. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. So this person can live at a distance from you, but you guys are not like blood related, but you always said like, okay, this is my sister. So someone is I'm getting that someone needs like help somewhere. And you know what's crazy is that you're actually asking and manifesting something, right? You're asking to Spirit is asking you to shift your Rich Rising, Lori. Spirit is asking you to shift your the little the I'm talking about the littlest. The word, shift your attitude, okay, into more of a positive thinking. All right. So this person may be someone that you've come across, like maybe Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know what everybody is on right now. YouTube. you've seen them ask for charity before, right? And you never like donated to them or anything like that. This could be someone you went to high school with, someone you grew up in the neighborhood with, and you seen them ask for like some money before or whatnot, and then all of a sudden now, today, or in the coming months, right? In the coming months, let me get a timeline, like 1 to 2 months, 1 to 2 months, and then 3 months. By March, somebody could be asking, March, Aries March, okay, is significant. But someone could be asking for like a donation in regards to helping their child. Either they're selling something. They're not just outright asking you for a donation though. You're actually receiving something from this donation. So I'm getting like, it's like some overpriced popcorn, okay? My son sold some overpriced popcorn before. The popcorn was good as hell. It turned out to be the popcorn turned out to be good as hell, but $12 a bag was crazy work. So it could be something in the lines of that. Like they could be selling M&Ms or cookies or pizzas or whatnot. They could be selling these things for extremely overpriced, right? And for sure, like I could just go to the grocery store and buy $4 or $5 bags of popcorn, and I'm gonna do that. But it's not about that. Spirit is telling you to realign your thinking, okay, when it comes to paying off your debts. Realign your thinking, okay? And this is actually the debt that Spirit is saying, when you pay this off, this is officially going to be closed, okay? This is officially going to be closed. And this is where the fun games begin, okay? So before, you've been hit with this test before, the test to support, someone younger, someone in like a family or in an organization. You've been tested behind this. And you know what's crazy too? I'm getting that like this person that's asking for support. Man, we gotta really help the kids out. We have to really help the kids out. This doesn't have to be somebody at a distance. This could strictly be someone like in your family or whatnot. But we have. Okay. All right. Hopefully we're back. I think we're back. Okay. So, this right here. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Lori. So the thing is that we have to help the young kids. Okay. If we don't support them, they get lost inside of like inside of the mental games, okay, that's happening or whatnot. And so this is Spirit saying, not only are you repaying like your ancestor debt, you're also doing a debt to humanity, and then you're also clearing a debt to nature, okay? You have nature and you have the animals here, okay? And then you also have just strictly like the children, okay? So you're clearing out 3 different debts, okay? That's happening here. Thank you so much, Spirit. So Spirit does not want you to chase like false magic. Okay, this is so crazy that this card it came out, and Spirit is telling you like they don't want you to chase like negativity or something that you believe. Even, what's crazy, like Lori, even what you just said it wasn't that much when I used to sell them. Well, the cost of food has extremely skyrocketed when we were. I used to sell those what is it, Little Caesars pieces, the frozen Little Caesars pieces. I sold that when I was at school, And it's completely different now. Like, it's like $25 a piece. And I'm like, we could just go get a $5 pizza up the street and it's hot and ready. You get what I'm saying? But that money goes back into the charity. So not only does the business get something, but the kids also get something off of it as well. Everybody has to make a living. You get what I'm saying? And so Spirit is saying that if you give back a certain type of way, they're going to bless you in the same type of way, but three times as much. Okay, 3 times as much. And or either 9 times, 3 to 9 times as much. Okay, so you're actually getting a okay, Spirit. And then another thing is, before I say you're actually getting something, so another thing is, if you don't take care of this debt, you're actually losing 3 to 9 times as much as well too. So this is something that, you know, this is coming up. This is coming up, or it has already happened. Because, you know what, I'm a be coming up and already happened. Coming up, death and revert in reverse. So this is you repeating a cycle, resisting change. Okay. And already happened. Already happened. Thank you so much, Divine. Look at that. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So if it has already happened, this is you coming into alignment with teamwork, share effort, apprenticeship. So you actually gaining some type of partnership. So you support people and people will start supporting you. The reason why people aren't supporting you right now, or they're not willing to work with you, because you're not willing to help the community for real. All right. So thank you so much, Spirit. All right. So graduation, the lessons that are integrated, what wisdoms or gifts did you guys earn? Did we earn from this experience? Okay. So what wisdoms or gifts have we earned? What gifts or wisdom have we earned from this experience? Okay. So we released the excuse. Okay. So we've actually learned how to stop comparing ourselves. Comparison in reverse. We learned how to stop comparing ourselves to other people. Okay. We had to realize that we're on our own. We're on our own journey. We're in our own, you know, we're in our own destiny. Should I say? We're in our own destiny. And so nobody's journey has really been like ours. Okay. We're focusing on our own path, and we stop seeking validation from other people. Straight up. Like, there's no more seeking validation from other people. We're not comparing ourselves with our distractions. And this is wisdom that is gained. And then it says happy endings. So you're actually feeling a little skeptical about this, which is understandable, because at the end of the day, fear has kept us in a place of lack and a place of not, my ears is ringing so bad. It has kept us in a place of lack, and it has kept us from applying ourselves, okay? From actually applying ourselves. All right, what does Spirit want us to embody and not chase? Thank you so much, okay? Look at that. It says they want us to embody the hidden fears that have resurfaced and past wounds reopening without doubt. If we don't face this together, these unresolved emotions will only grow stronger, okay? And it says danger is approaching. A sense of forbidding fills the air and weighs on your mind. A lurking menace stalks you and keeps you alert, okay? And this is in reverse. So anything, and the number is 33, 69, and 26, okay? So someone's birthday could be on the 15th, the 26th, the 8th, or the 6th, okay? Someone could be the age of 33. Somebody could have children between the age of 6 and 9, or someone could be the age of 26. there's something that's happening within the next year and a half. That seems like a long time, but I'm gonna come back to this message. I always come back to my messages. In the next year and a half, there is something that is happening where you know, things are happening so good and so much in alignment that you're questioning whether or not, like, hold on, wait, Kimo Sabi, like, hold on a second. Okay, we have false flame coming up, all right, and then we have overload. Okay, false flame and overload in the spirit realm. So spirit is holding back false flames, false connections. They actually see people trying to project and come towards you, zombie like energy, people that are dead on the inside. Okay, excuse me, but people are dead out here on the inside. This can also be like night energy, people that only care about themselves, that are selfish. But you release the idea to compare yourself to the next, and so you're not just jumping into any type of partnership, any type of relationship for the simple fact of just having something. Okay, there's going to be offers on the table, but you know for sure, okay, you know for sure that the offers that are on the table right now, you know for sure that there's a better offer that's coming in a year and a half. So I also just heard too, get the job right now and something better is coming. Okay. So if you are being told to just take some type of opportunity, maybe it's not the best pay, maybe it's not in the best location, maybe you have to catch the bus to this location, maybe you know, there's, just take that for right now, because there's going to be an opportunity that opens up for you. Thank you so much, Spirit. There's going to be opportunity that opens up for you that, you know, they're not going to be able to resist you, because they're going to see exactly what you have to offer. All right. This can also be something that is in food or spirituality. All right. So this could be building connections like in your spiritual I'm talking to my spiritual workers here, my healers, my people that have a spiritual business, the spiritual practitioners, okay? My food care workers, and then also my creators, okay? People that create, that maybe like a gamer or something like that. It sounds crazy, but I don't know. Maybe someone gets paid to play games. It's actually people out there that do that, okay? I have somebody that in my family, she is like a moderator, a top moderator and a creator for a game, for games that have not came out yet. She's one of the first people to play the games. So this is like different types of opportunities that is being presented to you, okay? And you know what the other thing is? This is also with the number, the master number 33 coming through. This could be someone's life path number as well, 33. And then someone's life path number could be 1 and 6. Okay, so 1, 6, and 33 are life path numbers that are coming up, because I'm talking about life path numbers here. Okay, so there's something about your life path number, you really mastering your life path number. And when you start mastering your life path number, you're really walking into your North Node energy. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. So let's get some tarot cards. Like, how do we get out of this old program? Okay, the fear that's limiting us. How do we get out of this? All right, how do we face this shadow energy? All right, someone could be doing shadow work, but how do we face this shadow energy? You know, gently. I don't want us to like go for it. You cannot. Hey, we good? 1 second, guys. We good?
Yeah. You need this brush?
Let me take it. Don't crap like that. I don't know about this. Trash. Oh, you know what?
Oh, you trash? Okay.
trash? Can I trash in the drawer? No. But you're doing them in the trash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take this. Okay. And my husband helped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your husband is.
Yeah, he's here. You need now or no?
No.
Okay. Okay. I have more trash bags too. You need more? Okay, we good? Okay. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Clear. Getting my kitchen renovated. Okay, clear. I forgot a drawer. Okay, where was I? Okay, so let's see how we can eliminate these fears of comparison. Feeling as if that we're not good enough for what we're applying for, or like what we're going after. And then also keeping zombies. Now, spirit is going to keep these zombies. This isn't nothing that you have to like really worry about with false flame and overload being at the bottom of the deck, right? False flame, overload being at the bottom of the deck. This tells me that this is being taken care of spiritually. Anything that is coming in your way, these right here, they're in reverse, and then happy endings. So the big one that we're focusing on this, right? But the big one that spirit wants you to kind of focus in on is, you know, you actually have free will in the thoughts that come up in your mind. We can control them. Okay, we can control our thoughts, guys. We can control our thoughts. It takes practice. It takes meditation. It takes grounding. It takes eating right, drinking enough water. Okay. Also with eating the right food is important, and then also going outside and grounding your magic. Okay, because I'm seeing that, you know, your magic, your gifts have come in overload. Okay, you guys are having a lot more dreams, a lot more access to energy. Spirit is really close to you, really close to you. Your ancestors are close to you. Sagittarius in the chart is being elevated, is being upgraded, initiated, and really Jupiter is expanding everything. Someone has Sagittarius in the first house, or you have Pisces in the first house, okay? Meaning you have a Pisces rising, or you have a Sagittarius rising, okay? These gifts are absolutely expanding. If you have any other planets that are sitting next to them, what you're doing right now is actually planning for the next 12 years, okay? It's so crazy. It's like you're planning for the next 12 years. So this debt has paid off, all right? And it's going to help your children as well too, okay? Okay. Hi, Kiki. Hello. Empress, don't forget to watch the live playback. Watch the playback, okay? All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I was going to say thank you so much, guys, but I'm also saying thank you so much, God. So I'm calling you guys gods and goddesses, okay? That's what spirit was releasing out of my mouth. So they're saying that you have to put yourself on the same level that you put God on. So someone has definitely, you know how like you wake up and you lay in your bed and you like, oh my God, I'm a god out here. You know, people say I be an ego when I be saying that, but I'm really like, God is within me so hard, okay? That's y'all in ego looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm a goddess, okay? I'm absolutely a goddess. So hello, goddesses, all right? All right, hello, gods. So, what does divine want us to, how does divine want us to release this fear? Okay. So this is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So spirit does not want you to turn your back on your cups, on your abundance. Okay. Just to help other people out. All right. When you're like giving someone else credit for, you're showing up, you're giving someone else credit for your magic. Okay. That's what this comparison is, and that's what this Eight of Cups in reverse is. So this is definitely like you giving someone else credit for your magic. This is Pisces Saturn as well. Spirit doesn't want you to walk away from your gifts and let other people ride off on your white horse. Okay. If you're Captain Save a Hoe, then you need to really acknowledge, like, I really saved this community or whatnot, and I kept all of my cups full. Okay. And I kept all of my cups full. Also too, do not, you know, if you give to charity, if you're doing something, you don't owe anybody anything. So you don't have to, welcome back, Empress. You don't have to keep paying to take care of people that are unappreciative, towards you as well too. This could be a family member or a child. You have the devil and you have the sun in reverse. Okay, so someone or something is saying that you really have paid off this debt. All right, something to do with Capricorn energy as well as Leo. All right, so I could be talking to a Capricorn or a Leo. You got Capricorn or Leo in the 2nd or the 6th house. Okay, which is this could be your mother's child. This could be a brother or sister. Or this could have something to do with generational wealth. Thank you so much, Divine. All right. So what is the energy? How do we face this happy ending, feeling skeptical? How do we face this fear, this old belief, gently? How do we face this? This is the card. Look, the Magician in reverse. Okay. So how we're not facing it is, this is how we're not going to face it. We are not going to try to perfect our magic. It's about, we're not going to try to perfect our magic. Devotion and actually like doing a ritual. Ace is giving me the side eye from the window, guys. But the perfection, it's not about like, so I'll use this as an example. Spirit doesn't want you to do the mantras, right? 108 times. They want you to show up 108 days consistently. So you can do them 27, 7 times, 6 times, whatever it is. Don't, like you change it up. Don't go backwards and do them. One day you do them 1 time, and then the next day you do them 5 times, and then the next day you're doing them 27, and then you go back to doing them 1 time. You're not going to do that. You're going to create a routine where you're doing something, thank you, where you're doing something, consistently. Maybe you're doing 3 rounds of the mantras, or maybe you're sitting with spirit every day at 12 o'clock, or every day at 3 o'clock, or at 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock. Maybe you're consistently doing that for 108 days straight, as opposed to doing the mantras 108 times a day. Okay. And spirit is saying also with the Magician in reverse and the happy endings, the reason why you may feel as if you're not what a spiritualist or a healer is promising you, the gift that they're promising you with the food, how you're going to eat, how you're going to receive this gift, what's going to nourish your, not only just your spirituality, but also your physical body as well too. The reason why you feel skeptical is because there isn't consistency. Okay, there isn't consistency, but that's only because you're trying to do everything perfect every day, and so this is where you get discouraged at. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, so 6th house Virgo energy of perfection is showing up, and then also over promising of Sagittarius energy is showing up. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'll take these 2 cards. Okay. Ooh. So we have the 7 of brooms, and then we have the 4 of brooms as well too, right? So this is the 4 of wands and the 7 of wands. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. Actually, this is 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is 8 of brooms and the 2, 4, 6, 7 and the 7. So these two, the 8 of brooms, yeah, the 8 of brooms, this is spirit communication. So something is coming in very fast, okay? Especially with this Knight as well, too. Something is coming in very fast. So it's like you want this fairy tale ending, or this fairy tale, I have fairy tale ending. So you're realizing that something doesn't have to end in order for it to be a fairy tale. So it's like your fairy tale is not ending. What's ending is like spiritual warfare, though. Okay. So it's so funny. It's like, it's two different things happening. So let's say that you were under like some type of spiritual attack, right? You were under some type of spiritual attack, but your relationship is thriving. Now you're no longer under that spiritual attack. So it feels as if your relationship needs to fall apart too, because the only thing that was holding you two together is the fact that you both were under this spiritual attack. So spirit is saying like because I'm getting like happy ending and then there's a question mark. And spirit is saying, why does it have to end with the 8 of wands? Okay, why does something have to end? And it has something to do with this person giving you their heart or something like that. So someone could definitely be comparison. Okay. Someone is comparing their relationship to another relationship. They're like, okay, well, this person over here is making this much money, and they're together. There's some type of magic or illusion that's happening over there. Don't compare yourself to them, okay? Keep them all the way out of your energy. With the Magician coming in reverse, spirit is saying that, you know, maybe someone is looking at your relationships that you have, not just with your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe it's with your children, with the 8 of wands coming in, okay? Maybe it's with your children. Maybe it's within your business under the food energy, okay? Maybe you never know. These are even just like this could be the relationship you have with me. Someone is looking at the relationship that you and I as a spiritualist, and you as a up and coming practitioner or up and coming spiritualist, or maybe you're not even into any of that. Just someone that is a student of life, okay? And they're like, well, how did she get the good teacher? Okay, because we're not over here battling just any old and everybody that want to suck our fucking energy dry. Okay, and this is exactly what's happening over here. So there's not magic happening. There's not false magic, bad magic that's happening around you. What's happening is that spirit is shutting out. What is spirit shutting out? All right, thank you so much, spirit. What is this fear that spirit has removed? Look at that, the King of Cups. Spirit is shutting out your I don't deserve a good teacher. I don't deserve a good relationship. I don't deserve to have a good partnership with my kids, with my family, a good job. So it's almost as if like you feel like it's something bad have to be happening on one side of the book. Like everything can't be good at one time, right? That's how you feel. That's how you're feeling. But it can be, okay? It can be. You have the King of Cups energy here, and you have the 8 of wands, but the overall energy is this Fool. What no longer sustains you in real life? What do you see yourself in? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant, or are you lacking in any areas? And these are questions that you constantly ask yourself, and spirit is saying, I have been answering them consistently. I have been giving you the answer consistently, my child, okay? And you're starting to see that maybe I'm abundant in all areas of my life, and I don't have to play these mind games with my family, with my teachers, with my community, with nature, with the animals, with spirit, with the gods. I don't have to play these mind games. You're realizing that spirit has been showing you that nothing can touch you that is dangerous. I'm going to keep all of that zombie ass shit out of your life when you show up for yourself, okay? Thank you so much, spirit. So, faith in full motion. I want to get the card for faith in full motion. This is the activation, all right? This card will guide you into alignment when it comes to like risk and your divine movements, okay? This card is where spirit is asking you to step fully into faith. Thank you so much, spirit. Ooh, look at that. And I love that it came out like this. It's one of these type of cards, okay? And it says, unlock your heart. Unlock your heart, number 35, okay? Someone could be the age of 35. You could be a Gemini. You can be a Leo rising, Gemini rising, Leo rising, or Scorpio rising. Unlock your heart. Pain can cleanse away to profound wisdom. If you keep protecting yourself from being hurt, you will stop yourself from experiencing an intimate, delicious, I promise you it says delicious, earth-shattering life enhancement, sacred relationships. When a protected heart bursts open, there is pain, sadness, fear, rejection, brokenness, and a host of other unprocessed emotions. But nothing compares to the possibility of listening, trusting, and following your ancient wisdom that lives in a heart that has gone through pain, struggle, loss, and have come out on the other side with warmth, humility, compassion, and selfless actions. An open heart is your true guide towards your greatest goodness. Goodness you can give and goodness you can receive. So don't allow pride, hurt, fear to keep this most exquisite part of yourself shut off. Instead, listen and allow this part to have the opportunity to guide you towards self-knowledge and intimate knowledge of another who you yearn for. Allow all that is love in. Okay? I love this. And Spirit is saying, what am I, is asking you to ask yourself and saying, what am I holding on to that is making me tense, tight, fearful, or cold? Ask yourself, am I willing to slowly and gently let the pain from the past go so that the possibilities of becoming softer, warmer, and more loving can come into your life? Imagine a warm peach-colored ball of lightning entering your heart. Okay, peach-colored ball of lightning entering into your heart, creating softness and walking the voice and waking up the voice of wisdom that resides inside of your heart. Baby. And I love that. I love that for us. I love that for us. Okay. So the last card I am going to get when it comes to the Oracle deck is I am going to pull a Gita card. All right. When we are within battling of ourselves, I want Spirit to give us guidance, and this is how we master the next level. Okay, what do the collective need to learn spiritually or practically to support the next chapter? All right, what does the collective need to learn spiritually or practically to support their next chapter? Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, overcoming fears. Overcoming fears. I can't. It's so this. Thank you so much. All right, overcoming fears. There is a book missing. Okay, maybe we're not supposed to have it. But I'm just saying. Okay. So it says overcoming fears. No effort on the yogi path is ever lost, nor can any obstacle ever hold one back forever. Just a little progress on this path can protect one from the greatest fears. Okay. So this is all about unlocking your fears. So we talked about the gifts that you're going to receive, but let me get a reward card. What is it that Spirit is rewarding us? Okay, 111 at the bottom of the deck. What is Spirit rewarding us with when we surrender this fear? Thank you so much, Spirit. What is it that we are unlocking? Divine compensation. Because how will recognition, respect, and financial flow show up? All right, this will be your confirmation of the energy that you have, that you invest. This will be your confirmation of it multiplying, okay, and how it's going to multiply. Ooh, okay, 1616. Readjustments, overcoming obstacles, a soulmate, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is significant to make things right. On the horizon, it is possible of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin a new life with a person from one's past, with someone from the past. Everything will fall into pieces, okay? So they want you to also, like, you know, this is also giving the energy of forgiveness. And remember, I talked about somebody in your past maybe asking for some type of help or something like that. Pay attention to the type of help that you're giving someone, okay? You don't owe anybody, you owe the divine. So pay attention to the type of help that you're giving, all right? And then belief systems. Go after what you want. Unique destiny. You're unique. Destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You are blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from a crowd. Embrace what makes you different, and that's your path to success. Your dreams will come true. I love that. All right, give me one more for the reward. Thank you so much, Spirit. One more for the reward. All right, 0440, and it says the gut feeling, intuition, betrayal premises, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. Okay, follow your gut. It is more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite you in the ass. 3 is a crowd. So this is not about you being a third party or anything like that. We're done with that. I was picking up on that energy when Spirit was saying somebody from the past could be coming in, okay? These are lessons that you have learned from, or whatever the case is, and also being able to, like, be honest, okay? Being honest. This can also be in a job as well, too, when it comes to, like, 3 is the crowd or whatnot. Be honest about what your dreams and your goals are with the people that you work with, or the people that you're going to be working with, okay? If you're getting an opportunity, let them know you're looking for advancement, so that they know if there is an opportunity to grow at this job, baby, I probably won't be here too long. I'm just here for the moment, okay? I need opportunity to grow, because nobody's going to box you in. You need food to grow. Okay, you need food to grow, and you're not going to play mind games with anybody. So this is about you being honest with yourself and not doing it in a nasty type of way either. Do not be talking all nasty, because you block your blessings by your delivery. Okay, Spirit is really sitting down and grading you. Like, okay, well, let me see if you're going to pass these tests. And I've taught you this, I've taught you that. And Spirit is in every last single room that you show up in the rooms that you have not entered in. They're making a way. But if they see you acting up and see you acting out and being nasty on one side and trying to be cute and perfect on another side, this is spiritual and this is practical. They're gonna shut that door and say, no, my student that I've been training is not ready for this opportunity. But Spirit has said you are ready for these opportunities. You just need to stay into alignment. So pay attention to the certain tests, because we got danger is approaching. So pay attention to the certain tests and whatnot. Stay out of gossip. We're not gonna talk nasty about nobody. I don't care what's happening. We're not talking nasty about nobody. We don't like them. Guess what? We keeping them up and out of our energy. Point blank and period. Okay. Rich rising, rich rising. Rich rising. Hi, amazing Grace. Okay, my black goddess and Abby. Hello, rich rising, rich rising. Okay, so I'm gonna get one more card, right? And it's gonna be the legacy card. Building beyond self. How can I use this new freedom to bless others, family, and the collective? Okay, building beyond yourself. And this will be the very last card, okay? How is Spirit having us build beyond ourselves to bless others, our family, and the collective, okay? The purpose becomes your protection, and this card will anchor you in your soul's purpose, in your dharma, okay? How is Spirit helping you build beyond yourself, okay? Weather the storms. Let it change and embrace the unexpected. Okay. So I'm getting Oya in this energy. I'm also getting Oshun in this energy, but I'm getting strong Oya vibes, and this is her season as well too. So you could be embracing a motherly role, okay? You could be embracing a motherly role, being a spiritual guide through people that's going through spiritual warfare or that is experiencing a tough time in their family, okay? That are going through dark night of the soul, or either like some type of spiritual battle, all right? People could be coming to you for advice, but they're actually talking around what they really need advice on, okay? So weather the storm. Let's see what weather the storm is. It says, let it change and embrace the unexpected. All right. The stone that has every storm will pass. And wait, the stones know that every storm will pass, but that's the harsh weather shapes. But that harsh weather shapes who we are over time. Nothing is ever wasted. And the greatest challenges end up being the very thing that makes us and not breaks us. The weather, the storm card puts challenges in perspective. It reminds us that through challenges come growth, and through hardships come resilience. Whether you're going through or you've gone through this, however, hard things are not right now. The weather will improve. Okay, the weather has improved. No matter how rough the sea and bitter winds, soon the sun will reappear. You're stronger than you think you are, and you're becoming more brilliant through extremes of your life. Okay, so you're actually going through an upgrade yourself too, and you have a new, everything that you've been through, like whether it's at your job, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's on online, right? Everything you've been through has actually made you stronger. I know it's so cliche, but it actually has made you stronger so that you can continue not only be rooted in your faith, but the seasons that are coming up are going to be some of the hardest seasons of our life, because Jupiter is changing and Saturn is as well too. So those two signs, they're all about expansion, and they're all about being rooted, okay? In your ancestors pantheon, not pantheon, in your ancestors path, and then also in your spirituality. And they both of them talk about discipline. Okay? So Spirit is saying when storms have came up, some of y'all have been disciplined, but some of y'all have not, and that's why we had to pay back some debts or whatever the case is. I'm not even fronting y'all. in the past lives and in this life on this page, I have been undisciplined at times when storms have came up. Now, if a storm arises, I know how to play the game. And I'm not going to let the game play us. And that's exactly what Spirit is talking about. Weather the storm. Let it change you. Embrace the unexpected. So something has extremely changed you, okay, that you've been through. So a journal prompt that I suggest for you guys is, what has made you who you are? My tattoo says, but a tattoo that I have across my womb, okay, not wound, womb, okay, because I had this tattoo before I even had a baby, before any of that. Someone has had a C-section, C-section, or someone with their has gone through something where they feel disconnected from their feminine energy, okay? And Spirit is saying your womb is still there, okay? And the tattoo that I have, it says, what destroyed me is what created me. And I want that to be you guys' journal prompt. What has destroyed you that has truly created you? So let's work on that as our what has made you who? What has made me who I am? Exactly. What has destroyed you? I want you to be open. This is shadow work. I want you to use those words, destroy, where you felt like, I can cry, I'm enraged, I don't want to deal with this, I want to throw something, might want to unalive yourself or someone else. I want you to really dig deep into that energy. And I want you to face those fears and realize that you have been through all of this, and that has done nothing but feed your actual soul, feed your magical problems, feed the games of life. There is a book on YouTube. I'll share it under my community tab. The Games of Life and How to Play Them. It's one of the oldest books that I've ever read, and it's on point, y'all. It's on point. All right. It's an audio book, so I'll share it up under my community tab. I want y'all, whenever y'all have time, pick a chapter, listen to it. But also for your journal prompt, y'all, shadow work, what has destroyed you and truly made you who you are, okay? And don't depend on another tarot reader or anything. Don't depend on me to tell you what has destroyed you. I didn't even get into all of that here. I just told y'all how we flowing through it. But I know that y'all was experiencing downloads. I know that y'all looking at these cards. I want y'all to look at the cards, come back, look at the cards that I've shown y'all. And what stands out to you? What is your intuition picking up on it? What do you feel and what do you see in it? Okay. So y'all can share that in the comments section on my page. Y'all can share them under the community tab. Y'all can take a screenshot of these pictures of these cards and say, you know what? This particular card stood out to me because someone has fed me poison. Okay? Someone has fed me poison and I believed it for 9 years, but I've gotten over there. I've matured. There's a new story of my life that's coming in, and the poison that was meant for me to die has only made me stronger because I am the antidote. Okay? Okay? All right? I am the medicine. I am the magic. All right? So I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week on purpose, and don't forget, y'all are the magic, okay? And I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. And thank y'all so much for sharing y'all energy, clear cut, center ground, and whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me send some love out to y'all. All right. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Bless you all. Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you so much, Lori and Empress and Amazing Grace. Thank y'all so much. And anyone else that is here. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.